Hi guys, it's Hayden Crawford from Dreamtime Academy and welcome to today's live Starseed Numerology Insights. So you know what this is all about. We know that the day that you choose to incarnate on this planet reveals the secrets about your personality blueprint, your strengths and weaknesses, your soul origins and purpose, and the best times for you to embark on new projects and ventures. So what we can also reveal from your date of birth is what's going on for you across 3 planes of existence. So mentally, emotionally, and physically. Now, if you're anything like me, my Starseed awakening happened back in, it was about 5 years ago. And I found out that my soul originated from Andromeda. I was actually just guided with the information in the middle of the night. And I didn't know what it meant. So I Googled it, found out more about it, started researching, and then was guided into helping people to really understand how to love themselves unconditionally, but also how to have more self-confidence and rediscover their inner wisdom so that they can experience life with more joy, freedom, and purpose. Now, who doesn't want that? Now, we know that the 2 biggest questions on the planet at the moment is, who am I and where am I from? So because of this, we need to be able to find ways in which that we can reveal what's going on for us. And the best way is through your date of birth. Can you believe it? Well, yes, I can. I've been studying numerology now for years and years, not only Pythagorean, but Chaldean and Egyptian. And Pythagorean is actually one of the most advanced and accurate systems that I've come across. Now, of course, because I'm a wellness coach specializing in numerology and color therapy, I also bring in the wisdom of these fantastic jewel-colored oil bottles as well, which dates back to times of Atlantis. Now, it's a numerology-based color therapy system, and they can reveal even more information about what it is that you're here to do and why as well. So it all starts off with your date of birth. So just leave your date of birth in the comments section. Okay. So I need it based around your day first, and then your month, and then your year. Okay. So the day, then the month, and then the year. Because I know in America, you guys sometimes do it the other way around, but it's easier for me to be able to do that. And I'll actually be putting them down here on my board, on my whiteboard. Okay. So I'll be drawing them out on there for you as well. So you know what's what. Now, I'm also going to start the session today by picking a card up from my Starseed Numerology my Star Oracle cards, my Starseed Oracle cards. And these are fantastic, actually. These really are very informative. And this is for anybody who's watching today, okay? So I'm going to just knock the cards 3 times, and I'm going to pick out this card, okay? So this one is Deep Cellular Healing, okay? So this is Arcturus energy, and it's all about physical and emotional healing. So this is what's taking place for you right now. It's physical and emotional. So those 2 planes are being healed right now. Now, the Arcturians kind of govern the throat chakra, and they're here, because a lot of Arcturians, they want to share their wisdom on the public stage. So they often are governed by the throat chakra elements, okay? So if you're an Arcturian, the chances are, then you will want to, you'll want to share your wisdom with other people on the planet, okay? So how good is this then? How good is today? Have you been feeling good, or have you been feeling negged out? Here's me trying to put these big cards into this small box. I'm wondering why they don't fit. Huh? What is going on with that, hey? So yes, so please leave your date of birth in the comments section. I'll draw out your chart and we can find out what's going on for you. There you go. Ram, bloody hell, caught you again. I'm going for a dark room lie down. It's scaring me. Ooh, what's a dark room lie down? When it's at home. You must always be on YouTube, Ram. Is it your go-to place to kind of to connect and to learn? But it is a great learning tool, isn't it? But they are making some quite strange changes on YouTube at the moment. I don't know if you've noticed. Very interesting indeed. Oh, it's Rachel Reeves. Of course it is. Rachel Reeves. There you go. So that's interesting as well, because you were saying that you were guided to do the color mirror system, which is really interesting, isn't it? So if you want more information on it, just let me know and I can drop you some details through. Obviously, it is a bit of an investment, the color mirrors practitioner course, because we not only, sort of are investing in our time, because it takes 6 months to become a practitioner if we go through the process properly, but also an investment in financially as well. So sometimes that is something that you need to overcome within yourself to feel confident enough to be able to embark upon that. So you lost your grandmother on Saturday night. I'm so sorry to hear that. That's really tragic. Oh, how old was she? Did she have a good life? Was she happy? That's the most important thing, isn't it? You know, if as long as they're happy, that's really all that counts, isn't it? So yeah, so let me know what's going on, and hopefully you know that you are looking, you know, taking good care of yourself, because that's the most important thing, is self-care. When we lose anybody close to us, we've got to make sure that we, you know, prioritize our own well-being. It's really, really important. In her 90s and a distressed passing. Oh no, that's really sad. I'm so sorry to hear that. In what way? How specifically did she have a distressed passing? Very, very sad. You know, sometimes I think when they get a bit older and stuff, they're just ready to check out, aren't they? And you know, it's just like, it's almost like we have to get to a place of self-acceptance when they're ready to go, because it's all perfect anyway. Remember that they choose the time and they choose the place, you know, that they not only incarnate, but that they check out as well. So it's always perfect. You know, you kind of like, I think in a lot of cases we do make those decisions of when we're going to actually go. So, you know, so just try not to read too much into it. I know you're obviously going to be deeply affected at the moment, but it should, you know, time always heals all wounds. So I've just popped in a little link for you there. Now that'll give you information. It'll take you straight through to the correct page on my website. So you can watch the video on the Colour Mirrors Practitioner course, and you can find out more about the contents of it and how it's done and the cost and everything as well. If you've got any other questions, then just email me directly. She was very ill and scared of the inevitable. Her body was finished, but she was scared. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. Yeah, it is though, you know, because it's almost like, although it's the easiest thing that we ever do, death, it's almost the build up to it is often quite daunting and frightening, because we imagine all sorts of scenarios about what it might be like to cross over. But actually the process itself of crossing is very, very gentle and very easy, you know, so it's almost like our soul effortlessly leaves our body, and before we know it, we're there in the heavens. Okay. But yeah, the name I'm getting that's coming up at the moment, I'm not sure whether this is for you or not, but I'm getting a Cynthia or a Sylvia, or it's like an S sounding name that's coming up. So I don't know whether this is with direct connection to her, or whether that's somebody else that you know that's coming through that maybe was there waiting for her. But it's like a either Sylvia or a Cynthia or a Susan, Sarah, something like that. Anyway, but it feels like one of those names. You've got a lot of S names, have you? Oh, right, okay. You never got to say goodbye to your dad? Making sure that you do, yeah? Yeah. Oh, right, you never got a chance to say goodbye, but your dad is making sure that you do. Yeah, so who is this? Like, there's somebody with an S sounding name in spirit. It's an older woman. I feel like she was probably in her 60s or 70s by the time that she crossed. And there, the feeling is there was two of them. So it's like there was two sisters or something like that. A couple of them together. They look like the energy that's coming through is they're like sisters together. And they were both quite spiritual as well. That's the feeling that I'm getting, is they were pretty spiritual people, you know, so they were pretty switched on. Yeah. And it was I have a feeling that both of them would have had an S sounding name as well, or one of them would have been a C and an S or something like that. So it was like they were quite similar to each other. So who are they? Leave a few comments and let me know. Now, if you've just tuned in today, what we're doing is we're doing Starseed Numerology readings. So you need your date of birth, okay? And what I'll do from there is I'll look at your strengths and weaknesses, the best times for you to embark on new projects and ventures, your starry origins as well, so where your soul originated from after it left source consciousness. You got two women in spirit in your room. Ah, right. Okay, that's possibly where it's coming in from. But I feel like, you know, their energy is benevolent, so they're actually quite highly, they're wise women, and I feel like they really are good people, and they're trying to offer you good, like really powerful and important information. It's not like they are filling your head full of junk programs or anything like that. It's like, so that you should listen to what they say. Definitely, it's very important. I feel like they're trying to get through to you, and I feel like they give you signs around the house as well, because they're showing me physical objects they're moving around within your home space as well. So it's like you look for things, you lose them, and then they turn up in a completely different place. And yeah, so this could be anything from mugs to keys to, you know, watches and all that sort of stuff. Yeah. You didn't understand what they were doing. Yeah. Well, look, they're just trying to get your attention. Yeah. Don't be creeped out by it. Spirit doesn't want you to feel spooked or anything like that. But no, they're definitely there because they're trying to help and assist. They're also showing me as well that you need to go back into, it's almost like they're saying go back to school or something, you know. So it's whether that's a course of study that you need to take, but it's almost like it feels like you've been dissatisfied for a long time, and it's almost like you know, it's time now for you to think about yourself instead of other people. And it's like, okay, so what can you do that you know you're going to love? That's what they say. It's like, what are you going to do that you know you're going to love, and do more of that instead of always doing things that other people expect of you. That's no fun, is it? Let's face it. That's no fun at all. So yeah, so that's the information that's coming through for you today. There you go. So you're getting a nice little insights today, aren't you, Rachel? Which is great. Now, also, Rachel, what I'll do is I'm going to pick out a card for you as well. All right. So I'll pick a card out from my Change of Life Tarot. Now, these are amazing. These Change of Life Tarot. They were designed by a friend of mine who runs the Blue Buddha, or used to run the Blue Buddha in Busselton. There you go. Hi there, 1111 together as one. I always get that name slightly muddled up, don't I? So yeah, okay. So I'm just picking a card out there. This is for Rachel. Poor Rachel. She lost her granny at the weekend. So this is the Hierophant. The Hierophant. Can you see that? There's the card of the Hierophant. And as you can see, he's got a conch, or is it an onk? A conch is a nose, isn't it? Yeah, an upside down cross. Oh no, it's not an onk or a conch. I don't even know what I'm talking about. But anyway, the Hierophant is card 5 in the colour mirror system. And 5 is all about freedom in numerology, freedom and versatility. But the Hierophant itself, I'm going to read you the meaning of the Hierophant. Okay, the Hierophant embodies your beliefs, values, and teachings. This includes constitution, a place of worship, and a strong belief carried throughout one's life, possibly enforced from either family or heritage. The Hierophant card encourages you to believe in your one personal truth and to examine the questionable beliefs that exist within your own divine journey. If you have been a disciple to a belief that no longer serves you, now is the opportunity to release old beliefs, values, and fears. Now, this is what I do within my timeline therapy and hypnosis sessions with color mirrors. I help you to identify what those beliefs are, look at how they've created patterns within your life and emotional responses, and I help you to bring a new perspective onto those and understand that really most of the beliefs that we form aren't worth holding on to because they just create chaos within our lives. It is a long name, 1111 together as one. Yes, it is. So the Hierophant represents being a leader to one's own right and embodies teaching. So if you have considered delving further into obtaining information to work with, now is the time. There you go. So you are being guided, Rachel. Now is the time to do that. So allow your intuition to guide you and trust in what feels right for you. So you've just got to trust. So, you know, this is the thing. So once you get the information, you just have to go into trust. Okay. And if you don't go into trust, then you just spend your whole life standing on one leg, and nobody wants that, do they? I know I certainly don't. So I can do a little card for you as well. What's your full name again? 11 together as well, because I can't keep saying that. It's going to exhaust me if I keep on saying that. You'd like me to do yours? What do you want me to do? Do you want me to look at your numerology, or would you like me to pick out one of my oracle cards? Well, they're actually tarot cards, these ones. Let me know what you'd like. Since you've got me all to yourself at the moment, how good is that? Your name is Chris, my numerology, please, if that's possible. Yeah, of course, Chris. Okay, so leave your date of birth, Chris. What's your date of birth? When were you born? And where are you in the world as well? And are you a Christine or are you a Christopher? Chris. Male or female? Not that we have to be all gender specific these days. Most of us are gender fluid, aren't they? Aren't we? So it's Christopher. Okay. So you're the 19th of March, January, February, March, 1992. You're in the UK. You are male. Yeah. Are you gender neutral? Sorry, I've been meeting a lot of gender neutral people recently. And so, yeah, so I just ask, why not? There we go. So what we can see there, Chris, is Chris was born on the 19th of March, 1992. And from that, what we can see is he's got a negative arrow and a positive arrow, and he's got these 3 isolated 9s as well. Hi, JP. Nice to see you. Gemini, female. Gemini. It's like Hermione with a J. So yeah, so Chris, what we can see here is you've got those 3 isolated 9s. Now the 9 in numerology is all about responsibility. It's about idealism and ambition, but it's the humanitarian. So it's very wise. So you're actually a very ambitious person, Chris. When they're isolated, it pronounces that ambition. So you're a very, very wise person. You want to help people, so that's really important to you. You've also, because you've got this arrow here, which is, it's called the arrow of the planner, and it's an inherent love of order and processes. So for you, you like to know what's coming next. You like to have order and structure within your life. You're intuitive. You've got a vivid imagination. Your memory's pretty good as well. I'll just put an ink splodge on my Starseed Oracle cards. Whoopsie. Yeah, and also what we can see here is you've got this arrow of frustration. So this means that, there was difficulties for you during childhood. So that could have been sibling rivalry, ill health, or just feeling like you didn't fit in, or it could have been that your mum and dad separated. Okay, so this is a negative arrow within the chart. It's called frustration. All right, the arrow of frustration. Now your day number is a 10, and the way we get that is by adding the 9 and the 1 together. Now in the color mirrors system that I work with, which is this profoundly incredible color therapy system of dual colored oil bottles, this is number 10. So this is actually 10 in numerology, is a leader, but it's a soft feminine leader, and this one is gold over green. So this is a soft feminine power that can never be abused. It's called the Wheel of Fortune. So actually for you, you could have your own business, and you could, if you're given lemons, you'll make lemonade. That's just the kind of guy that you are, so, you're actually a bit of a manifester, but you've got to use this leadership quality. Sometimes a lot of your relationships can remain a bit superficial because you don't really want people knowing what's going on for you. Your communication skills are balanced, so you're a good listener as well as being a good talker, but you can react to emotional situations instead of responding to them. Okay, so ill health, and you had really bad asthma, and you've never felt like you fitted in as well. Oh, so it's Gemini. Thanks for clarifying that, JP. So what we can also see as well with Chris's birth date is that you can get his ruling number, which is based around adding up all of the numbers in the date of birth and then reducing it down to its lowest common denominator. So here we've got like a 9, 10, 19, 20, 21, 24, 34. So you're a ruling number 7. So it's turquoise energy, this, it's called the whale, the 34. And that's, the wisdom of the whales and dolphins. The 7 is about wanting to learn through your own experiences. Okay. So it's Neptune, the Roman god of the sea. So you're a spiritual teacher. You're actually somebody who has to learn through their own experiences so that you can then share that wisdom with other people. This is what you do, Chris. It's one of your things. Now, both of your 7 and 10 energies, they both sit there on the physical plane. Okay. So they're both physical numbers. So you like active participation in life. But remember, you like to explore the deeper meaning behind life. So for you, it's not enough just to live life through the conscious realm. You have to go deeper, and you've got to look at what's beneath the surface through the subconscious mind. Mysteries, illusions, miracles, magic, and faith. That's what's really important to you. So for you, Chris, it's very important to be able to go through your own learning experiences and then help others. All right. So, if you were to have a business, you could be a good teacher. You're actually quite an adaptable person. So you can fit into lots of different environments and do quite well. So leave a few comments then, Chris, and let me know if that's made sense for you. And at the moment, we can also get your personal year cycle, in which we go through 9 and they go through peaks and troughs. And at the moment, you're in a 5, 6, 7, 8, 18, you're in a 9, so at the end of your 9-year cycle. So don't make any major decisions this year. Hold off from doing that. Okay. And the reason why I'm saying that is because next year you get fresh new energy coming in, and that could be either changing jobs, changing relationships, or even moving house. It's one of those things that will come in for you as this fresh new energy comes in for you next year. So leave a few comments. Let me know what you thought, Chris. Remember, these are just little insights for you today. If you want more information about your actual starseed origin, I can look at that as well, based around the position of the sun at the time you were born in your astrology. So, from there, I can sort of see whether you came in from the Pleiades, or you came in from Arcturus or Orion or Sirius or Andromeda like me. And they are handcrafted reports, okay, that take me around about 7 business days to create. They're only 59 Australian dollars, are on special until the end of May. So if you want one, let me know, and I can get all of that information compiled and constructed together for you. And what I would need is your date of birth, time of birth, and place of birth, plus the name that you like to go by, not necessarily the name on your birth certificate. Okay. So there you go. Yes, thank you. That was amazing. Thank you. It made so much sense. Says Chris, fantastic. Well, we're going to move on to you next then, should we? Mini me. Sorry, I don't know where I got that name from. JP. It's J-Mini me. There you go. That could be your new alias. And whereabouts in the world are you? That's right. And next year, you're going to put it all into action. That's absolutely right, Chris. So you are learning loads this year. And remember, if you want to learn more, then you're in the right place. Dreamtime Academy offers lots of online courses for you to rediscover your inner wisdom so that you can lead a life with more joy and purpose. You're in the UK. Fantastico. Okay, so I'm going to call you Jay, and then I'm going to put the mini there, just so I know exactly how to pronounce your name and I don't forget, because that would be rude. And you're the 19th of February, 1993. And whereabouts in the UK? Whereabouts in the UK are you from? I'm actually English as well. I was born in the UK and I lived there for about the first, 21 years. Well, no, it was more than that. But emigrated 12 years ago to Australia in the northeast of England. And you've got 3 9s as well, and the 1, 2, and 3. Now, how interesting is this? Excusez-moi. We can see that you guys have got exactly the same combination of numbers. Isn't that interesting, Ram? Sorry, Rebecca. It's really interesting, isn't it? There you go, in London. There you go. Very interesting how you've got the same, the 19th of, you're the 19th of March and the 19th of February 1992, but the same combination of numbers. So basically, J Mini, look, can you see how your numbers mirror almost exactly what was going on with Christopher. And that's quite rare, you know, to get two people back to back. But we often find with numerology is that we get waves of people coming in for information at the same time. So what I've just said, all right, to Chris applies to you in a lot of cases as well, with regards to the day number being the, you know, the 10, all right, which is this one here, which is an ancient Egyptian color combination, gold and olive green. You know, it relates to the goddess Isis, who gave birth to the sun. So it's a soft, feminine, creative power that can never be abused. So again, you know, you could have your own business, you know, you're a manifester. If you're given lemons, you make lemonade. You've got an inherent love of order as well. And you've also got the arrow of frustration. So feeling like you didn't fit in, maybe mum and dad separated, or there was sibling rivalry when you were growing up. And also that can knock on, and this applies to you as well, Chris, you know, into your adult relationships. Okay. So it can create difficulties, this arrow within your adult relationships as well. You've got balanced communication. You've got very balanced intuition and sensitivity. Your imagination and memory are stimulated. You've also got those 3 9s. You're very ambitious, very idealistic. You know, so you look at the world through rose-colored spectacles a little bit. And, you know, you are a humanitarian, you know, so you want to help people. It's really important for you. And you're a 9, 10, 19, 20, 22, 24, 34 as well. So there you go. You got the same, you two, you're like soulmates. You should meet. You should get onto Tinder and hook up with each other, because you two are almost the same. You've both got the 7, which is the spiritual teacher, someone who wants to learn through their own experiences and then teach that information, you know, who's interested in the subconscious mind, exploring the deeper meaning behind life. This is bottle 7 in the color mirrors system. It's this one here. So it's called Neptune. Neptune here is the Roman god of the sea. Neptune. It's pale turquoise over turquoise. And, you know, this is about, you know, exploring the mysteries, illusions, miracles, magic, and faith of life, but doing that your own way. So you can't be told what to do, you know, but you are quite an adaptable person. So, yeah, you two, a match made in heaven. You know, if I had my own dating site, I would base it around numerology and people's starseed origins. And I would match people up who come from the same star constellations, who have compatible numerological aspects, okay? Because then you're guaranteed to get on. So what can you say to each other? Are you going to whisper sweet nothings into each other's ears? Maybe you've both got partners. That might not necessarily work, might it? So there you go. We're having a bit of fun here in the Dreamtime Healing Room today, aren't we, Rebecca? Are you still there watching, or have you gone to sleep? Maybe you've gone to sleep, because I know you're getting hassled out by all of those spirits in your bedroom. That must be chaos. Now, if you've just joined us today, please feel free to leave your date of birth in the comments section, and I will get through as many of you as I possibly can today, okay? And so that you can all get some little insights. Now, let me know what you thought of that, Jamie. Did that make sense for you? Did you feel that described you to a T? Tell me more. You are still there. Fantastico. Brilliant. Now, I'm going to go back to my beautiful tarot cards now. You're very welcome. Very welcome indeed. You're just processing, are you? Yeah? You're just processing things at the moment. Now, remember, if you're watching today, make sure you like this video and share it with all the people in your life that you feel would benefit from this. And if you've not already subscribed to the Dreamtime Academy channel, there's over 200 free videos of content there that I've put together over the last 2 years, which will blow you away. All right. So make sure you subscribe and click the bell for future notifications, because then you will never miss any of my videos. All right. Hi, Abanshi. Nice to see you. Whereabouts are you in the world? You want to know, do you? Yeah. What do you want to know? Tell me more. Tell me more. Did you get very far? Tell me more. Tell me more. Did you put up a fight? Any guesses what that film was? Sorry, I'm going a bit bonkers today, aren't I? Just trying to entertain myself. Hey, Gerald. Nice to see you. How are you today? Did you just get my rendition of Grease then? Okay, so you like that, did you, Banshee? It's weird. My brother is a life path 3. My husband is a life path 6, and I'm a 9. 3, 6, 9. And the goose drank wine, and the monkey fell off the telephone line, and the line broke. The monkey got choked, and they all went to heaven in a little rowing boat. Clap, clap. Sorry, I don't know what's wrong with me. The Hierophant again has come up. The Hierophant, one of the major arcana cards, card 5. Check it out. I said check it out. I think this one came up earlier on, so I'm not going to repeat the meaning of the Hierophant again, because that would be silly when you can just go back to the beginning and listen to the tape. There you go. I mean, I went to numerology. I'm a life path 6. Your expression is a 5. Fantastic. My soul urge is a master 11. Okay, so you already know loads about numerology already then, Banshee. So I don't need to do yours. What about you, Gerald? Have I ever done yours before? Remember to like the video if you're enjoying what you're seeing today, all right? And share. Remember, sharing is caring. Share with your friends and family, those that you don't like as well. Share with everybody. Just share. Be good to yourself. I'm good, Hayden. You have such a beautiful soul. I'm at work. I got notification and I couldn't tune in. Oh no. What do you do, Gerald? What's your work? Where do you actually work? But I want to know about love, who it is. Right, okay, we'll leave your date of birth then. Leave your date of birth for me. And what's your real name? Is it Adam or Alan or something like that? Or is it an unusual name? Just leave your first name so I can address you properly. Right, okay. Your name's Hayden? No. Ah, right, so you're a teacher. I'm from South Africa. I mainly teach natural sciences and life sciences. Fantastic. Well, did you know, Gerald, I went to South Africa 2 years ago. It was actually just before the world got shut down. I went to learn all about the colour mirrors system, which is this sequence of 87 different dual coloured oil bottles and 54 different essence sprays as well. So I went to Cape Town, and actually went Johannesburg first and then Cape Town. And I went to a place called Stamford, and that's where the owner and founder of the Colour Mirrors comes from. So I had an amazing time there. It was really enjoyable to explore South Africa and learn more about this fantastic system. So Chris says, this is going to sound crazy, Hayden, but since I've been watching your videos the other night in my dream time, I met an Andromedan being who was so friendly, and when I woke up, the first person I thought of was you. Maybe your higher self. There you go. Hello to Mizuki. How are you? Nice to see you here again. Well, there you go, Chris. So maybe, yeah. So I think that what happens is we all do our work during our dream time state. So I might not know where my soul heads off to. Maybe I headed off to see you, Chris, and hopped in next to you in bed to to offer you some sweet nothings into your ear. It's like telling you all these things that you need to know about. You know, this is possibly what happens. Who knows? It's very interesting. But it's nice to know that I was the first person that came up for you when you woke up in the morning. Brilliant. I like that. I like being everybody's first thought in the morning. There you go. Hayden, it says I'm going to meet a soulmate twin flame. You finish business relationships. What does that mean? Sure. So Gerald Bukes, wow, you learned about it in South Africa. I need to do some research. This is just fantastic. Yeah. So the lady who owns or who founded the Colour Mirrors system, she channeled this information through since 2001. She's called Melissa Jolly, and yeah, her and her daughter Jilly, they create all of these fantastic remedies and ship them out to Australia, to Canada, to the UK, to Europe, for all of the Colour Mirrors practitioners, you see. So yeah, it's an amazing course. It really is. It's very liberating, and it helps you to release a lot of your shadows as well. You know, so if you're dealing with like old beliefs, limiting beliefs, or stuck patterns, it helps you to identify them and then release them through the realm of your heart. That's what I do now, you know. So I help people to move forward in their lives if they're feeling stuck, by identifying those stuck patterns and those old beliefs and those frozen emotions, and then releasing them through timeline therapy and hypnosis. Yeah. So Chris, I'm off to the gym now. Thanks very much for my numerology, and take care. I will indeed. Yeah, take care. Back to you, Chris. Have a great session at the gym, okay? And I hope I come and see you again. There you go. Excellent. So Taratika 2. There you go. So Gerald says, I really wanted a reading, but break is 10 o'clock. There was an arrow last time in my reading you couldn't explain because you had a client. Ah, right. Okay. Gerald, give me your date of birth again. You did a free numerology, but it didn't say who I need to know. Ah, right. Okay. Interesting. I'm not sure. Was that from me, was it? Or was that from numerologist.com? Where was that from? Yes, I'm getting drawn back to you, Gerald, now. Gerald, leave your date of birth and we'll have a look at the arrow that I didn't get to last time, all right? So your break's at 10. So are you on your break now? What are you doing? Are you secretly watching this when you're supposed to be at work, Gerald? What's going on now? Remember, guys, if you're watching this today, please like the video. I'm not going to tell you again. Just like it. All right. Okay. No worries. Pop in and see me next time. You're very welcome. You go back to work. Okay. So you're the 16th of the 8th, 1991. You can watch this back then later on, Gerald. Yeah. To get the information. All right. I'll pop it in there. So you're the 16th of the 8th, 1991. You got the 6. You got the 8. 3 ones. Okay, so the arrow on your chart would be this one here, which is called the Arrow of the Inquirus. This one's for you, Gerald, when you watch back. And that means that you can be a little bit skeptical of anything like new concepts and ideas, especially if they can't be scientifically proven until you get your own proof. And then you become like an avid convert. So you've got an inquiring mind. So it's classed as a negative on the chart, really. But again, you know, for you, you're a 16 as your day number, which is a karmic number. Like me, I was born on the 16th of October. So you've got this fear that you're going to lose everything or be betrayed. And that comes from losing everything in a previous life. And so you've carried that through into this life. You know, it's like you're just scared you're going to lose everything all of a sudden. But it's a 7. So you are somebody who wants to explore the deeper meaning behind life, learn through your own experiences, and explore the subconscious mind as well, Gerald. So there you go. Hopefully that's made sense for you. That's the arrow, I think, that we didn't get to last time. There you go. I'm engaged too, but I agree. Such a crazy coincidence. There you go. Very interesting, isn't it? You need to know his look. I don't think I can help you with that, actually, a Banshee. You always watch my videos. Oh, that's great. You're off now. There's much noise now. Thanks in advance. Ah, there you go. That's very sweet. Yes, I do have lots of love to give and lots to teach. Believe me, lots and lots and lots. Well, I'm just thinking the best way that I can help you today, I'm getting guided to pick out one of these Starseed Oracle cards for you today. Okay, so I think that numerology isn't the right way to go for you, but I think that I'm going to pick out one of these and offer you some guidance. Okay, just some guidance through from the Oracle card and see what comes up. Happy with that? So, the double mission card, and this one's come out twice. The double mission card. So what this is saying is that you're a light worker starseed. And this is like, you know, that you've got to serve the world by just being you. Now, a starseed is somebody who's human by DNA and by, you know, by birth. You know, they're like human, but your soul originated from a different star constellation. But you're also a light worker, so you're here to shine your light out into the world. So for you, you know, it's just be yourself. Don't try and be like anybody else. Don't try and copy what anybody else is doing. Just be you. Just be you. Okay. And that will serve you right moving forward. Okay. So fantastic. You are an earth angel. You're an empath, Gaia. Absolutely. You are indeed. This is exactly who you are. This is exactly who you are. Just have faith in that and love yourself for it, because the work that you're doing on this beautiful planet is extremely valuable and helpful. Well, look, guys, I'm going to head off now because I've got people to see, places to go and things to do. I've got a client in about 5 minutes time. So I'll head off now. Lots of love. Bye for now.